Hey guys, it's Tashina, the Wishing Moon, and I'm here to bring Aries their love reading for February 2018. Let's get started. We're gonna start with the Heart Oracle deck. Oh my gosh, too many things. Okay, I'm gonna take these. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on. So, I wanted to let you guys know that I love. Okay, that I resonate generally with the moon sign and the sun sign, sometimes the moon sign more, just so you know, and not the rising sign. I don't recommend watching this for your rising sign. Okay, so that's a death card, and I believe I have to check, but I think is that the what number is that? 11. That might be the Hierophant of Justice. Okay. So you have everything. You coming into the month with an ending or wanting to end something, wanting to let something go from about a heart situation, about a love. Um, you don't feel like it's a just situation. Whatever happened that hurt you with your heart is not something that is like justified, like in your mind. Like you don't think you know that karma will get whoever hurt you from the past. Okay, let's do some more. Um, this card also talks about clarity and acceptance and making clear decisions. Um, but detaching from the situation and you're having a hard time with it. You're having a hard time because your heart still feels hurt. The release portion, though, talks about shedding this, shedding that old skin, transforming, and then there's a freedom in that movement, in that, and being empowered by the freedom of release. So coming into the month, you're actually starting to feel like I can let this go, but there's something that triggers maybe that triggers some of the hurt again. I'm gonna actually use these cards. Okay, so Aries, love 2018. Here, I'm gonna shuffle here. Someone asked me to actually shuffle in the on camera, so I just to let you know, I only shuffle over here because it's the angle at which my camera is at. It just makes it more comfortable for me. But you saw that fly out, didn't you? Oh no, you didn't. Darn. Okay. Um, so the release. Someone may have broken up with you and made you single, or you're ready to no longer be single. You're ready to release. You may have met somebody and you're ready to release being single. You're ready to be in a relationship. That card is the Nine of Pentacles, speaks about, when it's upright, speaks about being whole and ready for a relationship. Could be with a Virgo. Coming out of feeling defensive, maybe no longer wanting to be single. Doing some introspection, like some inner work, finding your inner spirit guide. trying to heal your heart with detachment and going within. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a good thing. It could be the way that you choose to heal. But you're ready to no longer be single. You're ready to... Listen, if you're not single, this just means that you... If you're in a relationship, it means that you are ready to release whatever wasn't making you whole, whatever wasn't feeling like you were capable, whatever was stopping you from, feeling like you were capable of, being on your own. If someone was actually making you feel that way, you're ready to let that go. Self-introspection going on. Some non-traditional things. You might be doing some things outside of the ordinary of the scope of things of most people. I feel like you are detaching a bit from life, from friends. Maybe some of this non-traditional things are, bringing up... Maybe you're actually like moving away from your religion even, and or work, or like some kind of organization with friends that because you have a greater spiritual knowing, and that's causing friction within your friendships. Excuse me. This is the only cups card you have. That's the only feeling card you have. You have the heart chakra as well, but that's in reverse. So, I mean, it doesn't really necessarily speak much of love in February. It talks about a lot of introspection and healing of the heart, and releasing something and detaching from something. It talks about being unconventional in the way you do things, trying to become this whole person so you can be ready for a relationship, releasing the need to have somebody with you, to be in a relationship even. Um, this card sometimes means gossiping. Someone could be talking about you because you become so unconventional and you've broken away from the norm. But you have a knowing because of you went in and found the light. Found your own light. You're an Aries. You're kind of a badass. No one's going to tell you what's right or wrong. You're not going to listen to that. Your soulmate. There's somebody coming in that's your soulmate. I feel like this is for maybe couples, people that are in healthy relationships. This is the person that you need to be with. Like, this is a soulmate for you. This is someone you called in. This is someone that will help you with this, with figuring out these things going on that you need to detach and release, and will help you and support you in this endeavor of the non-conforming, non-traditional way of thinking that you've come up with. Because it's actually, some kind, like you almost got a spiritual download. Like, oh, in February, you're going to get a spiritual download because you're having trouble releasing and detaching from some kind of hurt. And because of that, like, you're going to actually go within and no longer be defensive, no longer feel like you need to hide, but you're going to actually go within and you're going to get some kind of like message or something. It doesn't even feel like a message. It feels like something that you're going to just have a knowing There's going to be a knowing that this is the way for you, your spirit to grow. And some people may talk about it, or it may cause some friction within family or friends. And know that you're on the right path, because there's some reason for you to be healing, and this is the way, this is your path to take. So don't let anybody tell you it's not your path. This is your path to take. And if that's what you choose to do, then that's what you choose to do. Okay. Along this path, there may be a soulmate involved. It could be a Virgo. It could be a Taurus. It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Libra. No, not Libra. I'm sorry. Did the detached card, is that a Libra? I can never remember that card. The 11 card is, it is Justice. Okay, so it could be a Libra. Okay, I think soulmate's the only card that wanted to come out. So someone's saying, the angels are saying, man, that this is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I feel like I need to like pull more, because this reading does not feel like a love reading. This feels like, I don't know what it feels like, but it doesn't feel like a love reading. It doesn't feel like a union kind of, and then to get the soulmate is so jarring compared to these two areas. So I do feel like the person that is your soulmate you'll know, because they'll be the one who's supporting you while other people are not. I'm gonna pull out just a few more. Let's see, what cards did I use? This one, okay. Aries. So Aries, time this month to do some introspection, some inside your intuition type stuff. Take a break. Figure out why you don't feel comfortable being by yourself. If you're with your soulmate, you can do this. You don't, I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to be single in order to do this. You can do this within a relationship. Okay, any other messages for Aries? Okay, a bunch of cards flipped out, but we'll kind of look at them, and then I'm going to pull one more card from the Tarot Transformation deck, and we'll close it out. So, soulmate, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, someone coming in with stability. They're coming in with, so we got Virgo and Taurus here. So I mean, obviously it's one of these. Okay, and someone who, you got the Hierophant again. Someone who sheds some light on this situation. Like, they're willing to work with you if you conform to what they feel like is normal, I guess. Or like, you are, like, you may actually get in a situation where you pretend to be part of, like, They may want a marriage. The Hierophant is also speaks about marriage. They may want a marriage, and may you may want to marry them, and they may come in pretending like that's what they want, or they may even believe that's what they want, but it's really not what they want. Like they really want something more like non-traditional. Like they want, and they may even, like this is like the false mask pretend kind of card, and like lack of strength even with it. So it's like, and this is like the offer is there and they don't feel like it's like almost like it's not as exciting for them as it is for you. I mean, the offer is taken. Yes, they take the offer from you, or you take the offer from them, but it's not fulfilling. Like it's not actually what you guys want. It feels more like someone is pretending. There's a false mask in this. And I know it says it's your soulmate, and yes, it can be your soulmate, but there's still some pretenses in it that aren't being addressed. Like you guys both want something so different, you know? There's a way to this the sun is in here, so there's of course there's possibility to compromise, to see both sides of it. But if you're pretending, then it's not going to work. It's just never going to work. You're going to still be stuck in this, you know, heart, this pattern of like releasing and detaching and being hurt in your heart chakra, you know? So, and not feeling like you are good enough and capable on your own and feeling defensive. I mean, that whole thing is going to keep going if you if you both don't like talk about like I feel like you guys are on two different like pages. Someone's going to want to change you. There's potential for a soulmate relationship in this. If you are clear that instead of playing games, you need to be the sun. You need to be clear about what you'll put up with. This is a good reading for boundaries in relationships. Okay, that's what it's getting to. It's getting to like there's some necessity to create some boundaries around who you are, like as a person, and what someone will like what you will and will not compromise. You know what I mean? Like what you know, I don't know. Somebody wants to be unconventional, somebody wants to do something different, and the other person does not. You know, the other person wants some like really normal everyday things. These are too many. Let's pick just one. I just want one. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So this is moving towards freedom. That's so right on. Okay, moving towards freedom. Let me read this. Okay. The Three of Swords is closely related to the Two of Swords, immediately preceding it, which represents two coming together in an addictive way. Interesting. I never thought of that. Whenever two come together, a third is quickly born. The third can have a stabilizing or destabilizing effect. Excuse me, sometimes both. The birth of a new child, for example, both taxes the couple and strengthens their bond. Love triangles are often highly unstable, whereas bringing in a therapist to work with a couple is an example of a third party helping to balance and strengthen two who are not quite in harmony. This card invites you to find the transcendent function of the third, the way it can resolve an underlying tension or polarity through greater inclusiveness. In dialectic terms, it represents resolving opposing forces through a higher synthesis. For example, resolving the tension between blind faith and doubt through the creation of a more open, tested faith. Being in the Suit of Swords, this card especially relates to transcending fixed ideas and positions. The butterfly is a perfect symbol of this. Just as a butterfly goes from one flower to another, gathering nectar from each, you can move from one point of view to another, gathering insight, gaining a more inclusive perspective, and becoming more free. This is a true this is true whether the different points of view are being articulated by different people who are held internally. You always have a choice about how to look at something. Noticing that you are stuck in a familiar thought pattern and stepping back to gain a larger perspective is a tremendous help. Okay. When you draw this card, it is a good time to look at what is happening in the triangles of your life. Where are they destabilizing and destructive? And where do they add richness and texture? In many decks, this card represents sorrow or heartbreak, often caused by triangular relationships. If you find yourself in a painful situation, remember that difficult situations can be great teachers. Perhaps this is part of an initiation. In folklore and fairy tales, a person must often undergo 3 tests test or overcome 3 obstacles as a means of growth. Look for ways current hardships can serve a higher purpose. See if you can step back and take a higher point of view. Let the butterfly symbolize for you the movement from an earlier, denser form to a lighter, freer way of being. So, if it was a 3-party situation that you were detaching and releasing from and healing your heart chakra, that would make sense. There's still a false mask in some part of this because someone is not being honest about what they actually want from the relationship. This could be your soulmate, yes. This could be a soulmate because you need this growth, is what this card is saying. So, a soulmate doesn't necessarily mean somebody that is with you forever. It just means someone that is there to help you grow in the position of love, you know? So, honesty, shed light. Make sure you are also honest in letting someone know, letting this earth sign know what you want from a relationship. What's the traditional senses that you want? What's the non-traditional sense that you want? Um, there's no need to keep the false mask and hide and sneak around. And a third party came up twice. So if there's a third party situation that you're unaware of, like really think, start to open your eyes to that because it's a potential with both of these cards, 7 of Swords and 3 of Cups, that there could be a breakup of a marriage or um, someone may even want an open relationship. Okie dokie. Aries, I wish you the best. Happy February. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at thewishingmoon.com. Okay, bye.